Hello everyone, welcome back to the IEEE Tech Series. I'm Nanmati Balachandran, the Technical Head at IEEE SISGST. In our previous sessions, we covered the fundamentals of Git. We learned what Git is, why version control is important, and how to install and configure Git. We also explored some basic commands to manage the project versions. In this session, we are taking the next step, from working individually to collaborating as a team. So, today's session is all about collaboration. We learn how developers work independently using the branches, how they contribute through pull requests, what merge conflicts are, and how to resolve them. By the end of the session, you'll understand the complete collaboration workflow used in the real world software projects. So let's get started. Before we start working on the project, there's one important concept we need to understand: fork and clone. Both of them actually create a copy of a repository. However, they serve different purposes. Let's understand the difference. A fork creates an online copy, like it creates the existing repository on our own GitHub account. In simple terms, like if you want to contribute to someone else's open source project and you don't have access for it, then you need to fork it. Once you fork it, it entirely happens on GitHub. You can think of it as an online copy. Once you are satisfied with your changes, you can send them back to the original repository through the pull request. Now let's look at clone. A clone downloads a repository from the GitHub to your local computer. Instead of carrying an online copy, it creates a local copy that you can edit using your preferred code editor such as the VS Code. Think of fork and clone as: fork is an online copy on GitHub and clone creates a local copy on your computer. Now that we have understood the difference between fork and clone, the next question is how multiple developers work on the same project at the same time. The answer for this is branching. A branch is simply an independent workspace where developers can work on a new feature or fix a bug without affecting the main project. Here, the main branch represents the stable version of the project. Now suppose one developer is working on a login feature, another developer works on the dashboard. Each of them needs to create a separate branch. The separate branch will be named as such as feature slash login and feature slash dashboard. At the same time, all the multiple developers can work simultaneously here without interfering with each other's code. Once this work is completed and tested, the branches merge back to the main branch, making the new feature part of the project. Now, let's demonstrate this using the real project. Let's begin with the repository that is available on the GitHub. We are using the same repository as in the first session, that is the my first project. Now, this is a repo available on the GitHub. We need to bring this repo into our VS Code, that is in the local system. For that, we need to clone. In the clone, we need a link, HTTPS link. That link will be available in the code. If you click this, you can see here in the code, you have to click this and you'll get a HTTPS link over here that you need to copy. And then we'll come to the VS Code and in this particular place, we'll clone the repo now. Git clone. This is the command, git clone, and the link that we copied from the GitHub. So as you can see now, all the files, everything has been cloned onto our local computer. So all the files are now available over here. It has successfully been cloned. So next we'll execute the command cd my first project. So this means that we are currently entering into the my first project directory. Like we have to go into our project. So that is the command. We'll also open that folder over here. So we are in that particular folder now. So the next step is to pull all the changes from the GitHub. Always we need to pull the latest changes, whatever has been done in the GitHub. For that, the command is git pull origin main. This means that we are pulling the files from the GitHub into the main branch. As you can see, we have pulled it already up to date. All the files are up to date in our local computer. Now let's get into the branching part. To see which branch we are in currently, we have to execute the command git branch. So here it shows that we are currently in the main branch. Gives us the branch that we are currently working on. So now we'll try to create a new branch in which we'll work throughout the project. This new branch, to create this, the command is git switch -c feature underscore login. So this is the command to create a new branch. Git means we are accessing the Git. Switch means that we have to switch onto this new branch. Underscore C, it creates a new branch if that branch already does not exist. Feature underscore login is the name for that branch we are giving. So we'll execute this command, git switch feature login. Yeah, so now it's showing that switch to a new branch feature login. This means we have created a new branch feature login and we have shifted from the main branch to the feature branch. To see this, we can also execute the command feature branch, okay, git branch. That can see the asterisk symbol. It is representing that we are currently in the feature login branch. Earlier, the asterisk symbol was for the main branch. That means we were in the main branch. Now it is near the feature login page. So it means that we are in the feature login branch now. So now we'll create a new file over here now and write a small code. Then we'll write a HTML code. So we've created this file. Here we'll write code, like we'll give a title as my first project. Then we'll add a h1 tag as welcome to IEEE tech series. Then we'll do the para tag, that is we'll write this is a login feature, so we'll write this is a login feature branch. For now, we'll write this much and save this file. So we have saved this file. We'll see the status of this file. So this shows that we are on the branch feature login and we have an untracked file, file.html. So this means we have not yet added file.html to GitHub. So to add this, that is to push this onto the GitHub, in session 1 we had already covered this thing. We have to first write git add. We have added this. Then we'll write a comment, git commit, and we'll give a meaningful message also, added login feature. So we can trace back to which feature we added where. So we have committed this. Now we'll push this, git push origin. So last time we added in git push -u underscore u origin main, but now we'll write feature login as we are pushing it into the feature login branch. So we have pushed it into the new branch feature login. So from the main branch, we shifted into the feature login branch and we have created a small code and then we pushed it into the feature login branch. To see the commit log, we can write the command git log. Here we can see the logs, added feature login. This was the first updated README and today we added a feature login branch. So from our file local computer, we pushed everything onto the GitHub and you can see the logs also. We'll check this in our GitHub. So you can see here a feature login was created and has 3 recent pushes. So here, as we created a separate branch now, we need to review that. To review that, you have to do compare and pull. Like this allows us to request that we have made some changes now and we need to review them and merge it into the main branch. We'll click this. So here this is a pull request. Here we can give a title, added login feature. We can give a description, updated the HTML file for login features. We added the description. Then we can also review these changes. We can see what changes was made. And then after all these, we'll create a pull request. Over here, create pull request. So we can see no conflicts has been arised. We can like see all the codes, we have reviewed it, and now to approve it, we have to merge the pull request. We have merge request so and so. Then we'll do confirm merge. Full request successfully merged and closed. So in the login feature, we have first from the local computer, we pushed it into the feature login. Then we came to the GitHub. We saw that we need to review the changes. For that, we created a pull request. In the pull request, we can review what all changes we had done. And then we click the pull request. Then we see that the merge request was being asked. In the merge, like it's the final step. If you click merge, it will be merged to the main branch. Now the feature login branch is being merged to the main branch. So we can successfully delete that branch. So now we delete that branch. You can see over here, all the records are visible over here. If we go into this, we can see file.html is now in the main branch. The feature login one, we deleted. This is the complete workflow on creating the branches and all. Now that we have completed the demo, let's quickly understand the complete workflow of the collaboration. First, you create the fork request, then you clone it to your computer, then you create a separate branch and make your changes. After completing your work, you push your commits to GitHub and open the pull request. Your teammates or the mentors review those changes, and if everything looks good, the pull request is approved and merged into the main branch. This workflow helps the team collaborate efficiently while maintaining the quality and sustainability of the project. So far, everything has gone very smoothly. But what happens if two developers modify the exact same line of the code? Like here we can see the example. Like developer A changes the line 12 to welcome back. And developer B also changes the line 12 to hello again. Now Git has a problem. It cannot automatically decide which version should it keep. This situation is exactly called as merge conflict. A merge conflict doesn't mean that something has gone wrong. It simply means Git needs the developer's help to choose the correct version or combine both the changes. Let's see how we can resolve this particular situation. Resolving this merge conflict is actually a very simple process. First, the Git detects the conflict during the pull or merge operation. Next, we open the conflicted file and compare both the versions. Then we manually choose which changes should remain or that we need to combine both of the changes if required. Once the conflict is resolved, we save the file, we stage the changes and commit them and continue working as usual. So resolving a merge conflict is simply about reviewing and conflicting changes and making the correct decision. Let's create a merge conflict using our project. We'll first we'll pull all the changes from the GitHub. Always we need to pull the changes first. We have pulled the changes now. Now we'll create a new branch for developer A. Then we'll create a new branch for developer B. First, we are in the developer A. So for the creation, we have to write git switch. We'll name it as developer underscore A. Git switch hyphen C developer hyphen A. Switch going to enter the new branch hyphen C, creating a new branch if it is already not there. And developer A is the name for the branch. So we have switched into the developer A branch. Now I'll create a new file a.html, or else we'll name it as merge.html. Here we'll write, this is a merge conflict demo, so we'll name it as merge conflict. Over here we'll add a h1 tag as welcome to the merge conflict demo. This is the thing we have added over here. We'll save this file. We'll see the git status, this file. So you can see the merge.html is not pushed onto the GitHub. So we'll do the pushing part now, that is git add dot. Then we'll do git commit. This is developer A work. Then we'll do git push origin developer. We are in the developer A branch, so we have to push it onto the developer A branch itself. Okay, so the spellings you have to keep in mind. Written developer A. So we have pushed it over here. So next we'll go into the repo. This is the same thing that we did just now in the demo. To compare and pull developer A, welcome page by developer A. We'll create a pull request. Then you have to merge the pull request, confirm the merge, and our work is done. Now we'll go to the developer B. We'll see the Git branch. We have developer A, feature login, and the main branch. Now we'll switch back to the main branch first. Git switch main. So now we are in the main branch. Now suppose another developer, that is developer B, is coming and creating the branch git switch C developer B. We are creating a new branch developer -B. You will notice that we did not pull the changes now because we are demonstrating a merge conflict demo. So if we'll pull the changes, then we can't show the merge conflict here. So we are creating a new developer B, and he also makes the change in the same line, like in the 9th line, we'll make a change. Welcome to the text series. This is the thing will change now. We are saving this file now. We'll see the status of this file. Merge.html is not pushed onto the repo, so we'll push it. We are saying the developer B has now updated. We are committing this. Then we'll push it into the developer B's branch. We are pushing it into the developer's B's branch. So you can see now it has been pushed. We'll go to our repo, see this. You can see a developer B's branch has been there. We'll now do compare and pull for this thing. We can see over here can't automatically merge. This is the merge conflict that has arisen. So a merge conflict has arisen. We'll see this in our VS Code also. Here we'll switch to the main branch. Then now we'll pull the things from the GitHub, git pull origin main. You can see these changes over here. Now we'll write the command git merge developer B. Here we can see auto merging merge.html conflict, merge conflict and merge.html. Here you can see where the merge conflict is happening, like these arrow symbols and all. Accept the current change, accept the incoming change, accept both changes, compare the changes. All these options are available over here. This is the message that Git gives us that there is a conflict being available. As developer A also changed the line 9, he wrote the message, welcome to the merge conflict demo. The developer B has written, welcome to the merge conflict demo, and developer A has written merge conflict demo. Developer B has written, welcome to the IEEE series. So the Git is now confused which of the changes that Git has to accept. These are the conflict markers that have been added by Git, showing that a conflict has occurred. This equal symbol shows that this is the current change, and below that this is the incoming change. Like we accepted the incoming change from the Git repo, from the VS Code. We have accepted the incoming change. Welcome to IEEE Tech Series. We can see it in the GitHub also, merge.html file. Welcome to IEEE Tech Series. So this is the way we can resolve a merge conflict. A merge conflict occurs when two or more developers update the same line and the Git is not able to understand which change it has to keep. So at that time, the developer has to sit and debug which of the code is correct and update or select that particular change, and then the merge conflict will be resolved. Before we wrap up, here are a few of the simple habits that can save you a lot of time while working with Git. First, Always create a separate branch for every new feature or bug fix. This keeps your main branch clean and stable. Next, write meaningful commit messages. A good commit message should always clearly tell others what you have changed. Before pushing your work, always pull the latest changes from the GitHub. This helps you stay updated and reduce the chances of merge conflicts. Also, do not skip pull requests. They allow teammates to review your code before it becomes part of the project. Finally, once your work has been merged, delete old branches that are no longer needed. A clean repository is much easier to manage. These small practices might seem simple, but they are followed in almost every professional software team. Let's quickly recap what we learned today. We learned what branches are, why they are important. We learned the difference between fork and clone. We understood the entire Git collaboration workflow. We understood what merge conflicts are, and finally, how to resolve them. Thank you for watching this session. See you in the next episode. Happy coding!